What is going on, guys? Winter Kills here, and welcome back to yet again another post-commentary duel video. We've got, as you can already tell by the title, we've got Metalfoes, Majespecter versus some Blue Eyes. I think the last duel video that went up had Blue Eyes in it as well, if I do recall correctly. So we got more Blue Eyes again, my brother playing there on the right. We just got OTS 3-packs that day too, and that super rare Chaos Trap Hole being one of the supers that came out of that set. Some decent ultis. My friend ended up pulling an ulti Swap Frog, so that is pretty cool. And you'll see here him synchroing immediately into a Stardust Spark thanks to that that Gofu there, providing the tuner he needs. We'll start off the turn by normal summoning a White Stone and crashing it into the Stardust Spark, Gamma Sealing it, and then that will get warninged there in the end phase. So far, some interesting plays happening on both sides of the field. See a Stardust Spark first turn, and then a desperate attempt to try to get something on field. And it ends up being resulted into a warning of that stone, and then that Gamma Sail being used as tribute fodder for a Kieran. Arching Eccentric picking off a Vanity, setting a monster face down, normal summoning a Bambuku, getting some more advantage going here. Definitely has the upper hand. We'll see a Bismugear activating the Pendulum Scale, popping a token, and that's just going to end it right there. He's going to scoop him up. We're going to go into game 2. Didn't have a very good start game 1, as we saw. There's that trade-in, discarding off that stone. Another trade-in, discarding that Gamma Seal. Another trade-in, discarding that Blue Eyes alternative. And I think that is a Melody. What a first turn that is. I don't think I've ever seen that. Triple trade-in into Melody. See an alternative come down, and a Gospel Revival on that Spirit Dragon going into Dark Matter. Looks like he's going to go for, or maybe not going to go for the Arc Brave play, which is a standard play he usually does go for off of that Dark Matter, but probably not too good of an idea to go into against this matchup, because I don't think it would favor him too much. Maybe against another deck that wasn't Pendulums, maybe in the mirror match, or against ABC, it would be a much better choice. See him sending the regular stone and the newer stone, White Stone and the White Stone of Legend, and a Spirit Dragon. And a Soul Charge. That looks like, to me, like it's gonna be GG. Soul Charge is such a key card, and as soon as we see Soul Charge come down, it's usually just game over for a lot of decks. Not necessarily just Blue Eyes, but decks like Synchro Fusionist or other decks like that just load their graveyards. Soul Charge is usually a game changer. Reviving double Gamma Seal, a Spirit of White, and a White Stone of Legend, synchroning into Spirit Dragon, and using the double Gamma Seal to overlay into Hope Harbinger. Pretty decent first turn there. Started off probably pretty bad and has definitely developed into something very, very good. End phase Stone going into Blue Eyes. Tagging out to Stardust Spark. Doesn't want to worry about losing his Spirit Dragon to a Gamma Seal, so he's going to tag out into a Spark Dragon. And now 3 cards down, immediately scooping from that unbreakable first turn field. They're going to have to go to game 3, where it starts off with Gofu and Bambuku. We've seen this field turn 1, so pretty identical, but it did not end up helping him to win the game. I believe that is a Stealin' or a Silvered over there in the Pendulum Scale, popping a token, setting a Metalfoes spell or trap. This Metalfoes counter. Able to use that anytime a card on the side of the field is destroyed, especially when a Metalfoe monster from this deck. Synchroing into Void Ogre. Very interesting choice. Activating Kieran in the Pendulum Scale, setting 2 back rows. Now I'll be able to get to use that negation of a spell or trap card. So, it's okay. It's a decent trade-off. You'll have to get all his cards out of his hand just for the one of spell or trap negation. And looks like it's going to immediately lose to a Gamma That's why it kind of sucks to have to go out sometimes for plays like that. And then they end up losing to Gamma. Oh my god, what a counter that was. We see the Vanity's Emptiness, the preemptive Vanity's Emptiness, losing outright to a Fabled Catsith. It is a main deck choice of his. He does not side it as a main deck tech choice. Working out very well. Normal summoning the White Stone. Using Sage's from hand effect to target an effect monster to revive a Blue Eyes, I think. Or, I think sends that monster to the graveyard and then revives a copy of it. It's going to get Solemn Striked. He'll pay that 15 gladly. Probably checking to see if it's sent for cost or not. I'm not sure of the exact text on Sage, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're probably debating over. Killing the token with the White Stone and then running over the Bambuku, I believe it was. Whatever was left on his field with the alternative. It's got a level 9 synchro play available. Of course, gonna go for, okay, maybe not, of course. Gonna go for the Vermilion Mech. Gonna help him to get rid of the pendulum scales, so that's definitely gonna come in handy. Turning out to be one of the situational moments where Vermilion Mech ends up being one of the better choices over Spirit Dragon, be able to help clear his pendulum scales, but he did top deck the Bambuku. He does have counter engrave. He is able to recover pretty quickly. Be able to set another counter. And I think he can pendulum summon, yep. Double Bambuku from extra deck. And 1 from hand. There's triple Bambuku. The squad is there. Opting not to overlay. Pitching a Dragon Shrine, sending a Spirit of White and a White Stone of Legend. Banishing 1 to add back the alternative and then quickly summoning it. Gospel of Revival or Return of the Dragon Lords to summon out another Dragon Spirit of White. He could either banish the scale or he could get rid of the counter right now and not have to worry about it. Definitely going to go for the counter and get that off the field so he can't use it to summon or use its graveyard effect. So, smart play there. Banishing a tuner from grave to blow up yet again another pendulum scale. So he's in decent control right now. The Vermilion Mech Dragon, I think, is what now is becoming more of a staple in the extra deck. Definitely coming in handy. Running over all 3 Bambukus. With a broken scale, won't be able to put those on the field next turn so easily. No access to a counter either in grave. Debating on what rank 8 to go into. In my opinion, I think number 38 would probably be the best rank 8 to go into. He can go into Heliopolis as well if he wanted to completely clear his scales. Or full armor. There's another option. He'll do that. Sacrificing the Cypher Dragon, top decking 1 and setting it face down. And it's going to be game over from there. Summon that other alternative dragon. And clearly that back row he drew into was nothing to be concerned about. And he ends up taking the match over Metalfoes Majespecter 2-1. Blue Eyes still proving to be the superior, at least this time around. Let me know what you guys think about how these two decks stand up to each other. And whether or not they'll be the continuing trend, I should say, in this meta. We'll see these two decks continue to top. I know with ABC, ABC still topping a lot, but I definitely think Metalfoes and Blue Eyes are still up there with the best of them. And I definitely think, to my personal opinion, I think Blue Eyes has a hands up in this matchup, just because you have just so much stronger plays. And my personal opinion, the plays that it can make are a lot stronger, more aggressive. You've got the Dark Matter play with Arcbrave, However, not too effective, can be very, very effective. You've got Spirit Dragon banishing their scales constantly. We saw here the Vermilion Mech Dragon coming in so clutch. Just a lot of power, and it does have a lot of revival skill with Soul Charge and, you know, Return of the Dragon Lords, so it can kind of keep up with the Pendulum mechanic because it can recover a lot, much like Pendulums can. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Be greatly appreciated. And as always, guys, Winter Kill is signing out. We'll see you in the next one.